guys, welcome to my next review. This is for Transformers Tuesday. This is the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. Now, I picked this guy up recently from Walmart, as you can see, on clearance for $15. I was kind of holding out on this guy because there were some things that I didn't like about it, and I didn't really want to pay full price. And plus, my collection is more focused on Masterpiece, but I think for $15 he'd make a good desk spot. So I'll probably put him on my desk at work. So let's see. Let's get a look at the packaging. So here's the front artwork, and we'll check out the side. Here it says Studios. Here it says 86. Opposite side, 86, number 29, deluxe class. Here's the top, Transformers the movie. The bottom, all the legal jargon. And then here's the back. A little bit of a bio, or wait, yeah. The depths of Unicron. Bumblebee is saved from the acidic insides of Unicron when Daniel Witwicky comes to the rescue. So yeah, here's the box, and let's get to opening it. Here's the figure, and then like most Studio Series, it still has the backdrop, which that looks like this is the interior of Unicron. Which makes sense because probably the most famous scene from that movie with Bumblebee, other than when him and Spike get sucked into Unicron, him almost dying in that acid bath. All right, well, let's get these. Wire ties cut and get him out of this package. I'm kind of glad Hasbro went back to these wire ties. It was kind of like a love-hate thing. These wire ties get everywhere if you're not paying attention. And at the same time, I did a lot of selling a lot of my Hasbro stuff, and those paper ties were kind of nice, repackaging stuff up. Whereas these plastic ties, you can't really repackage it back up. And then I believe the tissue paper is holding the blaster, and of course it is wrapped up tight with tape. This is the one thing they did keep from all paper, whatever, zero plastic packaging. They're still wrapping up accessories and tissue paper and tape. I don't know if I like it. Good Lord. There we go. So here's a look at his blaster. Very animation accurate. So let's get a look at the figure. So here's Bumblebee. Pretty decent articulation, it looks. Real tight. Here's a look at the head sculpt, maybe. There we go. The back side of him. So let's go over articulation. The head is at a ball joint, but real limited back and forth. Can do the full rotation. Shoulders are at a ball joint. They can go all the way up here, maybe? Yep, that looks like to be their limit. bicep swivel, elbow joint for 90 degrees, hand swivel. He does have a waist swivel, no crunch. Legs can go all the way forward, all the way back. You can do the full splits. He has a thigh rotation. He has a knee bend, but as soon as you put any pressure, the foot goes forward. Dude, Lord, that's tight. It's a real tight knee. But he gets 90 degrees on the knee. And does he have an ankle? So it's got an ankle pivot, but it's like a joint just below the knee. That's kind of cheaping out, I guess. Ooh. Something there. So, yep, that would be pretty much it for articulation. Get that stuff out of the way and then put his gun on him. And there. That's what it looks like with his weapon. All right, well, let's get in on the transformation. All right, so let's get his weapon out of his hand. And first thing we're gonna do is fold his chest down and then bring his head and neck up into that area. And then we are going to pull this up, his back up, take his arms, fold those all the way. Actually, you can collapse the top now. And then fold his arms like that. And then pull this panel out, spin his arms up. And then this panel rotates and then goes back down like that. Do the same thing with the other side. Pull it out, spin it, and then tuck it back in. And then tab his arms together, and then bring the rear of the car up. Make sure these tabs by the wheel, by the fenders, are tabbed into the rear of the car. All right, so next part is we're gonna take his feet. Take this panel on the bottom, untab it, pull it up, pull that panel up, and flip that panel back till it tabs in. Do the same thing with the other side, flip it up, flip that up, tab it in. So now we can bring the car to the front or whatever, the legs, and tab them together. Now the next thing is you bend at the waist, and it should tab in, and then bend the legs up. So this last part is kind of a cool engineering for as small as this figure is. But you want to bend at the knees. Try to bend at the knees. There we go. Bend at the knees, and then this other. Wait, am I doing it the right way? Oh my goodness. Yeah, bend at the knees this way, backwards. And then the legs rotate. It's better if you keep it together. But you want to bend this top part and then the knees at the same time, and then it'll collapse together. And then you just tab the last bits in. There we go. They're tabbed in. But what the cool thing is, if you can do that all in like one swing, these hood panels come out from the feet and kind of almost like an auto transform. But yeah. but that looks like everything's tabbed in. So here he is in car mode. Really pay homage to that G1 cartoon animation look. I mean, that's the whole point of the Studio series. I guess the gun tabs on his rear. Yeah. So a little bit of weapon storage. Let's see. Tilt that down a little bit. He does roll good. I can't seem to get that to tab in very well on that side. But yeah, that's it for the car mode. Now, one thing is kind of noticeable. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can tell that the yellow, the plastic they use does not match with the paint that well, and it kind of sticks out a little bit. You can kind of see the color variation. I didn't notice if I saw it in robot mode, but so yeah, that's it for car mode. Let's get it back into robot mode, and we'll give final thoughts. All right, so here's my final thoughts on this guy. Let's go with the pros. First thing is the engineering on him is I think they did a good job. Like, it's a real fun transformation. The way everything hides in robot mode is really nice. Like, I mean, there's it's not very gappy at all. Like there's just a lot of engineering that I would have thought on something this small they wouldn't have got away with, but they did. Articulation is good. Like, I mean, we got a wrist swivel. A lot of times you don't see that in deluxe Transformers. That $25 price point. All the joints feel real tight. So yeah, that's what I would have to say. Probably everything I can think positively about this guy. Now to the negatives. Just the way some of the plastic feels on his arm. I don't know if it's just a lower grade plastic, but the other part of it doesn't match. Like his crotch, the yellow on his crotch doesn't match the yellow on his legs. I don't know if this is like it doesn't match on his chest either. It's just the colors are off. And then if you look at the box, like his face is more of a gray, like how you kind of, a lot of your animated Transformers have that gray, but if you look at the head on the actual robot itself, it's more of like a shiny silver. And I don't know if that, you know, they couldn't get that last deco hit just for budget wise, or it's just that typical Hasbro incremental improvements where the next one will just be a little bit better. They're really good at that with Transformers. But I would say if you can find this guy at $15 on clearance, it's worth that. $25 full price? Nah, I don't think so. But yeah, like I said, if you can find it on clearance, I found this at Walmart in the clearance area. I think a couple weeks before they had it on sale still in the peg. So if you haven't bought this guy and you're looking for a deal, I would recommend doing it that way, but not full price. So yeah, that's all I have for this Studio Series Transformers movie 86 Bumblebee. If you could hit that like button, subscribe, comment, let me know if you have anything to add. Also look me up on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. I have a Facebook page. It's all Talib1980_collects. And thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.